Yo, what's going down, everybody? Hope you guys are well. Welcome to the graduation workshop. So, the most important thing for you guys is to grab a pen and paper and then remove all distractions because I want your full attention for the next 45, 50 minutes or so we can go through everything and we can get the system implemented. So, without further ado, let's get into this slide and whip into it. So, today I'm going to show you how to scorch belly fat and build lean muscle in 90 days without living in the gym. I'm going to teach you this by showing you the next phase of my battle tester system for creating sustainable transformation, so you can keep the momentum going long after the challenge finishes. Actually, scrap that. I'm going to teach you my entire battle tester system for creating sustainable transformation, so you can get results for life and actually keep them. And here's the really cool thing. I have nothing to sell you, so leave your credit card alone and pay full attention. Go grab a glass of water or a cup of coffee, a notepad and a pen so you can take notes. So this workshop is for you if you had a breakthrough over the last week and you want to keep scorching belly fat and sustaining it. You have very little or no free time to dedicate to long and grueling workout plans. You feel disgusted with the way you look and feel in your everyday clothes. You're sick and tired of starting over every time, and you need someone to show you the way. You want more energy throughout the day in order to be more productive at work and spend time with your family after working hours. You want to create a positive first impression at work meetings with your management, co-workers, and clients. You're done with quick fixes and the genetically gifted trainers lying to you about what's possible. You want to be around for your kids and grandchildren. Now, this workshop is not for you if you're a know-it-all and you think you got this all figured out. You're small-minded and stuck in your ways. If you think you got it all figured out, so why are you here right now? You might as well stop watching this right here and go do what you're doing right now because that's going to work for you. But if you're someone who's open-minded, then this is going to be a great place for you. You don't want to lose body fat from your most stubborn areas. You're not willing to get uncomfortable and do the work. You value money and material possessions over your own health. So what would your life look like if you could eat your favorite foods and exercise your way whilst dropping up to 10 kg in the next 90 days? I'll break down the science of my proven system in a few minutes. So here's the good news. The best time right now is for you to keep the momentum going. The hardest part of any journey is getting started. It requires vast amounts of energy to get a plane moving down the runway. You got your plane moving, now it's time to take off and cruise to your destination. The bad news. You're running out of runway and you must adapt your approach to take to the skies. If you do this incorrectly, you'll come crashing back down straight after takeoff. Knowing how to get started isn't enough. You must know every phase, how to take off, cruise, and land under all conditions. So the 5-day challenge will only take you so far. Who's felt like this before when they have gone hurtling down the runway to weight loss? They made great progress, but they were yet to actually take off. They couldn't take to the skies. They put all that effort in, got the momentum going, and then they crashed and burned. The sad thing is most of us are conditioned to keep crashing planes. We have built a habit of starting over. We actually seek out failure because we have done it so much. It now feels like a new normal. So you got two options. If this is you, then here's the problem. You are stuck in the old model and you don't know about 3 easy to implement secrets of the new sustainable model. So let's begin by comparing the two. So you got two options right now. You've got the crash dieters versus the lifestyle builders. So this is what the crash dieters do. They start a diet, they restrict dramatically, then they go through a deprivation cycle and start craving every single food underneath the sun. That craving then leads them to giving in, binging on all the foods they have been depriving themselves from, and then they feel guilty until the point they look into the mirror and say, screw this, I need to start a diet next month. And we go around this cycle time and time again. The crash dieters, they are impatient and inconsistent in their actions, hopping from one diet to the next. They leave things until the very last minute before making a change. They cut out entire food groups, hoping for a quick fix. They force themselves to follow a cookie cutter plan that does not suit their lifestyle and wonder why it's unsustainable. On the other hand, the lifestyle builders, they build their transformation plan around their lifestyle instead of the other way around. They have unwavering confidence and actually enjoy the process. They know how to moderate their nutrition and exercise so nothing is off limits. They eat, drink, and train how they want 24/7, 365 days a year. So when you make the transition, you can expect more freedom and flexibility in your nutrition and training, incredible experiences with friends and family at social events instead of being that person. No more low confidence or self esteem issues. A science backed system that does the heavy lifting for you. But don't just take my word for it. Check out one of my clients. Here's Bihailu. He lost 19 pounds at 8.6 kg in only 7 weeks. So, how did he do this? Well, let me introduce you to the Lean Life System. This three pillar system changed everything for me. I was constantly tired, irritable, and didn't want to do anything. I tried low carb diets, spent hours on the treadmill, tried fat burners, everything. I would only get so far down the runway, then I would crash. Then I discovered this system. I dropped 10 kg by replacing fat with lean muscle, and I've been that way ever since. Now I'm helping busy professionals, especially desk workers just like you, around the world do the same with these three secrets. So here's what you're going to learn today. Secret number 1: how to reprogram your psychology to make lasting success inevitable without conscious effort. Secret number 2: how to eat whatever you want any day of the week and still achieve your goals. Secret number 3: how to work out less and build a lean body whilst only doing the exercises you enjoy. So let's move on to secret number 1: how to reprogram your psychology to make lasting success inevitable without conscious effort. You're experiencing an identity crisis. Human beings always act and feel and perform in accordance with what they imagine to be true about themselves and their environment. Now, this is taken from an awesome book I read recently called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Who you believe you are and who you hang around with dictates who you are in the material world. Think you're big boned and meant to be this way, and you will become it. Likewise, hang around with people who are overweight and eating junk food all the time, and you will naturally become the same. Jim Rohn, the motivational speaker, says it best. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So what you must do is you must standardize your environment and beliefs to the results you seek so you can become that person. To create lasting change, you must shift your identity or you will simply revert back to your existing self-image. And the first step of creating a new identity is seeing your true potential. Let's check out this flow chart. So here's the thing. Most people who start out on a diet think they haven't got great potential. And when they think they don't have great potential, what type of action do you think they take? They take rubbish action. And when you take rubbish action, what kind of results do you get? Terrible results. And what does that do to your belief? It tells you that you knew you were going to fail. And then that just refills this loop, saying you haven't got any potential to be able to make it work. But what we need to do is spin this around. We need to show you that you have all the amazing potential. You're no different from anybody else. You just need to look at that potential and say, I'm the same skin, blood, and bones as anybody else. And once I believe that, I'll take massive action. And that's what the 5-day challenge was about. It's about revealing your potential so you can take massive action to get some results. And that's going to increase your belief. And when we take massive action, we get massive results. And once we get massive results, we get massive belief. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. And that's how you create a sustainable transformation. But here's a quick warning. You don't just go through a 5-day challenge and get that potential up with belief and action and suddenly start crushing it here. You're always going to have bad days. And when you start to believe you can't succeed, that builds up momentum in a negative way. So this is not a one and done process. The truth, The 5-day challenge is designed to install the belief that you can succeed, but it is not sustainable. You cannot sustain what I teach you in the 5-day challenge. This is because it's fueled by willpower. And what we know is willpower is finite. In other words, it's not there at everyone's beck and call. It's going to run out within the next day, week, or month, or whatever time frame we're looking at. Let me just prove this by the Baba Shiv Stanford study done in 1999. Now I'll go through the study. 165 people split into two equal groups, and we were asked to remember either a 2-digit or a 7-digit number. They could take as long as they wanted. Then they were led down a hallway to recall the number in a different room. But along the way, they were stopped at the table by two people offering them fruit salad or cake on the way. Those who were asked to remember the 7-digit number were twice as likely to choose cake than those who remember the 2-digit number. And the reason being that those who were asked to remember the 7-digit number were using up so much of their willpower to remember that number that when it came to something more tempting in life, like cake, it was far easier to fold. So the takeaway, to create lasting change, we must repeatedly make the right decision without conscious effort or willpower, as it's not dependable. You cannot depend on willpower all the time. It's only going to get you so far down the runway. It's not going to allow you to take to the skies and cruise to your final destination. So how do you do it? Let me ask you a question. When you put on your shoes, do you think about tying your laces? Soon as you put on that shoe, it triggered you to bend over and tie the lace. How about brushing your teeth? When you woke up this morning and walked into the bathroom, did you think about picking up the toothbrush? How you were going to hold a toothbrush, how you were going to hold a toothpaste, how you were going to squeeze a toothpaste, how you were going to bring it to your mouth? Or what about social media? How often do you find yourself picking up that phone and you're like 10 minutes deep into social media before you realize what you're doing? So let's think about this stuff for a second. These are all habits. So let me bring you into the habit creation process, because that's what we're going to be doing here. Everything we do in life that is lasting is habitual. So we have a trigger moment, we have an action, and then a reward. So this will take you back through this feedback loop. So for example, right now is when I wake up in the morning, when I put my feet onto the floor, that's the trigger to walk to the bathroom. That action leads me to picking up my toothbrush, I brush my teeth, and then I don't have to go to the dentist as often, and that's my reward. So I keep repeating this cycle time and time again. Now it's the same thing when it comes to your health and fitness. You need to put triggers in place that leads you to take better actions that lead to better rewards. So a simple example could be, you could get your gym kit ready before you go to bed and leave it at the foot of your bed. And when you see that in the morning, that'll be the trigger to remind you to put it on. Putting on that gym kit will now take you to the next level, where you take the action and you go to the gym. And of course, you get the rewards, which cause your endorphins are high and you feel amazing. And you repeat the process time and time again. So you have to have these triggers in your life in every area of your transformation. So the key to lasting success, building habits in sequential order to anchor belief and sustain results. Think of it like building a house, brick by brick by brick. They are habits that you're building here to get you to where you want to get to. You just can't throw all the piles of bricks together. That will just become a mound of bricks, and you're not got a house, just like so many people do. You have to know how to layer bricks and which bricks go in which order. And that's what the habit creation process is all about, for you to create lasting change. So have I just shown you how to reprogram your psychology to make lasting success inevitable without conscious effort? Cool. So that's the first secret that I've gone through. Hopefully this is all making sense. So now that I've gone through that, I'll move on to secret number 2. Secret number 2 is how to eat whatever you want any day of the week and still achieve your goals. So the best diet is the one you can stick to. You're never going to eat clean foods in perfect hand measurements for the rest of your life, or meal replacement shakes, or any other crazy diets. You must create flexibility by building your favorite foods into your day. Chocolate, beer, pizza, I have it all. How do I do it? By creating a negative energy balance on the days I choose. So let me explain this a little bit more in detail. The key to this is to mix and match to your schedule so it fits your lifestyle. So let's take, for example, someone who loses weight on 1800 calories a day. Now, again, this number is not the number you need to eat. I'm not saying to eat 1800 calories because this will be unique to you, because we have to do these calculations. But here's the thing, say you need to lose weight on 1800 calories a day. You can eat 1800 calories every single day, and that will give you a weekly average of 1800. That's what we want. Or you can have slightly more. So you can see on the second example, we got 2100 on some days and then 1575 on some other days. This still gives you the weekly average of 1800. And what happens if you want to have a heavy weekend? You want to go and have some fish and chips, you want to have some wine or a few beers with your mates, that's fine. Just moderate your calories throughout the week. We still end up with the same weekly average of 1800. So the truth is, as long as you end the week in a negative energy balance, you will succeed. It doesn't matter how you get there or even which foods you choose. As long as you hit the requirements for that week and create a negative energy balance, you will succeed. So when you get this, you'll be able to go from anxiety and frustration to predictable and consistent results every week, regardless of parties, weddings, family meals, etc. So the myth is you can only eat boring and bland food to get results, when in truth is experts of nutrition and fitness know you cannot achieve sustainable results without eating the foods you love. So you build your favorite foods into the equation and manage weekly. This way you can truly have your cake and eat it. So have I just shown you how to eat whatever you want any day of the week and still achieve your goals? Cool, let's move on to secret number 3. How to work out less and build a lean body whilst only doing the exercises you enjoy. So the best workout strategy? 2 things you need to know. Keep it stupidly simple. Only incorporate the things you like doing. So stop the ridiculous routines like P90X workouts, insanity, or even CrossFit. These things are just killing you because you actually have to bust yourself in the gym in order to get results. So let secret number 2, which is flexible nutrition, do the lifting for you literally. So the myth is you must do hours of grueling exercise every day to lose weight, when in truth, you only need to exercise a few times a week for a handful of minutes to get all the health benefits. Nutrition is 80% of the equation. So the one thing that drives results is a calorie deficit. Workouts simply increase the deficit, but it's far easier to increase it by eating less than working out more. So let me explain. To burn 1 pound of fat working out, you have to do 7 hours solid on the cross trainer, 6 hours of high intensity spin class, walk 35 miles at a fast pace. And the result of this level of exercise? Burnout. No wonder you can't stick to it. Which leads back to overeating because you're tired and you want more food. So we go back to that. So which initiates the negative belief feedback loop when weight doesn't drop. So you go back to that earlier analogy when you believe your potential sucks, and this leads to a negative action, and then you get bad results, which reaffirms your belief that you cannot do this. So this is a trap people put themselves into. It is the weight loss trap where so many people find themselves in. So how should you work out? In a way you enjoy and can sustain. It's all about managing the energy balance equation and creating a positive headspace, not about burning fat. So have I just shown you how to work out less and build a lean body whilst only doing the exercises you enjoy? So let's recap the 3 secrets that we covered today. Secret number 1, how to reprogram your psychology to make lasting success inevitable without conscious effort. Secret number 2, how to eat whatever you want any day of the week and still achieve your goals. Secret number 3, how to work out less and build a lean body whilst only doing the exercises you enjoy. So having these three things working for you gives you a clear path to building sustainable health and confidence. So let me ask you this question. How many of you are feeling like this right now? I've just given you so much information and it's a little bit overwhelming. So the truth is, guys, I wanted to respect your time today and I wanted to give you everything that I knew. But reality is, information is worthless without implementation. Think about it. How many cookbooks have you bought in the hope that you would go ahead and start eating healthy? How many Fitbits, iWatches, and fitness trackers have you actually gone and purchased thinking that it's going to make the change, but you never actually followed it through with what you needed to do? So let's not have this. Let's not go through this. You have two choices right now. Option number one is go to back to life as usual, back to living an underwhelming, embarrassing, low confidence life, back to being stuck as a busy professional with desire but no clarity on how to actually make lasting change. You can say, thanks, London, but I think I'll go back to not losing weight, not knowing how to change my habits, and trying to figure this all out by myself, on my own. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. But there is another option. Option number two is making this a defining moment. You say, I've had enough. I'm sick of not losing the belly fat. I'm sick of constantly starting over and never getting anywhere. It's time to win. The truth is, you ultimately have control over the things you do. Why not be the next testimonial in this workshop by taking control over your life like my clients did? Like them, you can say, I want to do this with you because you've done it for yourself and for so many others. And I know you can do it for me too. Don't let this be just another moment where you just learn something and then walk away from it. Never fully utilize it, never fully grasp its power to take you where you want to go. So here's the easier and faster way. Coaching from somebody who has a proven roadmap to follow, has actually done it for themselves, and is helping other busy professionals worldwide do the same. So think of this like the minefield of weight loss that you're trying to get across. It's so hard to do it on your own. You take a few steps forward, you blow yourself up, and then you're back to square one, time and time again. You're basically that plane going down that runway, never taking off, just constantly crashing, getting your energy back, and starting again. You need to know where to go. You need to know where the mines are. You need to know where to tread to get to your goal. So let me give you that map. Again, you can hit. If you want proven results, I have something very special for you. And there's obviously no pressure whatsoever for you to take advantage of it. But it's my job to put it in front of you. Your job is to take it or not. So your golden opportunity. Over the next 5 days, I've personally set aside some time to talk to you and see if I can help you further. We'll talk for roughly 45 minutes and map out an action plan for you to reach your goal, fix your habits, and use the systems we talked about today to accelerate, amplify, and sustain your results. If you want to build this out hands-on together, and I'm positive I can actually help you get the results you want quickly, I may invite you to become one of my new clients I take on. But there is absolutely no guarantee that I'll make that invitation. And of course, zero pressure to do anything if we do. This is totally up to you. So honestly, this could be like the most transformational 45 minutes you spend on your health this entire year. But listen, you must be committed to change. I can help you reprogram your identity, master your nutrition, and exercise how you want, but you must be willing to change. You have to want this, like actually want this. I find most people want the reward, but not the sacrifice. I can greatly accelerate you, but you must be committed to adapting your lifestyle or just don't bother. My system works best for those who want to lose 10, 20, or even 30 pounds in the next 90 days. This isn't for people wanting to stay the same. It works for those who have very little free time and are yet to create a sustainable approach for nutrition and exercise that they actually enjoy. Busy professionals who often feel disgusted with the way they look, but know they don't want to keep living this way. They want the proven path. They respect process and want to have some skin in the game in order to get fast, incredible results. If this is you, here's what to do next. Go to this link, which is there on the screen. Select your call time, complete the application form, and then show up for the call with me. If we work together, We'd work one on one to create the elements we talked about today and a few more that we didn't have time to mention. It's impossible to go through everything I know about building a sustainable and personalized transformation plan in a 50-minute workshop. So obviously there's more to talk about if we get on a call. If you're someone I can really know for sure I can help, we'll talk about that. If you're not, I'll give you some ideas and clarity on a plan to use to get the results you want in your health and fitness. If you thought the 5-day challenge was good, you should see what it's like being a client. I'm hard on my clients. There's nothing in the world more important than client results. I'll expect you, if you become a client, to be scorching belly fat and building lean muscle within 90 days and sustaining it for the rest of your life. It's easy to use willpower to get started and feel good, but to actually keep the momentum going is hard. So, what will it cost you on your own? Mastering this on your own will cost you at a minimum 12 months of your life, and even at that, you'll probably not figure it all out. You'll run out of energy if you haven't already, trying this and trying that, and doing a million things that you just don't know will work. Trial and error. It has taken me 5 years and countless qualifications to streamline and simplify the systems for myself and for that of my clients. You need to know how to create a new identity, stack your habits, create nutritional flexibility, and balance workouts for sustainable results. So that's it if you want to do. And if you want my help to do it, now is the time to make the most of that momentum that you built over the last week and keep moving down that runway to let that plane take off and cruise to your final destination where you can have everything that you want. If that is what you want right now, just go ahead and go to that link on the screen, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you have any further questions, just hit me up on Facebook, and I'll make sure I'll get back to you. But for now, get that call booked in before the spots go, and I'll see you on it. Peace out.